Hi friends, welcome to Suppy Bass YouTube channel. Just finished watching Arsenal's game against Crystal Palace on the final day of the Premier League season. It finished Crystal Palace 1, Arsenal 2. The goal scorers for Crystal Palace was Jean-Philippe Mateta, who scored a consolation. Then the goal scorer for Arsenal were Gabriel Jesus, who scored in the 42nd minute, and Noni Madueke, who scored in the 48th minute. What can I say about in this game? Well, we desperately needed that win to make a great ending to the season. And plus, I'm totally happy that we've won it in style. So, over the moon. And plus, I have no words to say about this remarkable season. And plus, there's something for me that I will never forget. And plus, I just want to show my love to this club. But before, let's talk about this game. So in the first half, we had some great chances. A back pass from Jefferson Lerma saw Gabriel Jesus wanting to score, but then he hits the post. Madueke on a follow up, saved by Dean Henderson. Then we went in again, and Gabriel Jesus missed again. Then afterwards, before half time, Gabriel Jesus scored, and that gave us the lead at half time, in which I was very happy to see him doing so. The Brazilian connection between Martinelli and Jesus, brilliant. Now in the second half, both teams made changes. And Kai Havertz, who has just been on the pitch in the second half, had assisted Noni Madueke's goal, and he was exquisite. Then Mateta, he came on as a substitute, he scored. It's okay if we didn't keep a clean sheet, because anyway, right, we just wanted to win this game before Yeremy Pina thought he scored that equaliser against us, but only to be ruled out for offside. So this was an extraordinary win, and plus I have no words to say about Arsenal winning the league, and this is something I want to remember this season for us, and something that I want to remember everything. I want to remember this season for the fourth time because we've come from a long way. We've won the Premier League, Champions League. We're hoping to win next weekend. Carabao Cup and the FA Cup failure, but anyway, we only want to win something big, and also we want to win a huge trophy just so we get a lot of money and we can make something. And plus, I've added us to winning the Premier League on my Arsenal CV, so I can say to you, this is one of the best seasons I've ever had. And plus, you always thought that we're gonna finish as runners up for the fourth time, but no. We've changed the team. We brought 8 players into the club, and overall, no words to summarise this, but I love Arsenal, and Arsenal love me. So overall, I'm very happy, and I've got the smile on my face because I can't stop smiling about it. And plus, this has been the best conclusion to finish the season, but with a win, and also all of our players winning the Premier League, and I'm very happy to see this. So overall, we've just won the game. And not just that, I'll tell you other games, and also I'll tell you the standings that's been finished so far. So Manchester United ended the season really well as they beat Brighton 3-0. Bruno Fernandes got his 21st assist of the season, breaking the record set by Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne. Burnley drew 1-1 with Wolves as the Wolves finished bottom of the league, and Burnley, they finished 19th. Arsenal don't need to tally because they beat Crystal Palace 2-1. Fulham, despite missing out on Europe, they won 2-0 over Newcastle. And Liverpool qualified for the Champions League as they drew 1-1 with Brentford in Mo Salah's last day and Andy Robertson's last day. And Aston Villa, they spoiled Pep Guardiola's last day as they beat Manchester City 2-1. The Europa League winners completed a league double over Manchester City for the first time since 1963. Bournemouth got European football as they qualified for the Europa League as they drew 1-1 with Nottingham Forest. Sunderland achieved their first. Sunderland have qualified for Europe for the first time as they beat 10-men Chelsea 2-1 when Wesley Fofana got sent off. And for the Black Cats, they became the third team to earn promotion and qualify for Europe after Ipswich and Wolves. Tottenham have attained safety as they beat Everton 1-0. And last but not least, West Ham, despite winning 3-0 over Leeds, they are relegated from the Premier League, which was which was the this was the third time that the Hammers had been relegated after the likes of 2003 and 2011. And now we move on to the Premier League, as in how they finished. After 22 years, Arsenal won the Premier League title. Manchester City, Manchester United, Aston Villa, and Liverpool have qualified for the Champions League. Bournemouth and Sunderland have qualified for the Europa League, while each of them the first time that they'll be playing in Europe. Whilst Brighton, despite the home defeat to Manchester United, they have qualified for the Conference League and the same position as they finished the last time. Brentford and Chelsea missed out in Europe, while Brentford, despite that, they finished ninth in Keith Andrews' first season in charge. Wolves, Burnley, and West Ham will have to play their football back in the Championship. Tottenham survived, but will expect a better season next time around. Crystal Palace, if they win the Conference League on Wednesday, then they're guaranteed a place in the Europa League, meaning that the first time in 3 years that three English teams will play in the Europa League after Liverpool, Brighton, and West Ham. And for Leeds, they stayed up as they finished 14th. Newcastle had one of the worst seasons ever, as their away form went worse. Now, overall, here's the chapter. So here's to Premier League chapter 33. Last two vlogs, I'm going to talk to you about how Arsenal had a fantastic season and Arsenal's Champions League game against Paris Saint-Germain. Thank you for watching this video on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and comment on this, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you and God bless you all. Thank you so much.